from New York City, it's the Wendy Williams Show.
How you doing? The kids have come to play today. You won't believe what I'm about to tell you. With all due respect, have several seats. My girls are always turned out. I give it to you straight, no chaser.
Now, here's Wendy.
Okay? You were on the subway like that? Girl. Hi. Thank you so much for watching our show. Say hello to my partners in crime, my studio audience. I'm not sure. Let's get started. It's time for Hot Topic. Because I hate getting here at the last minute. Like, I literally just got here like 45 minutes ago. There were anybody who, no. Anybody who knows about tri-state traffic in the morning understands. There were tractor trailers, broken down, backed up, the turnpike, the Lincoln Tunnel. I'm just like, come on, we have a show to do. And you know, I'm not a big sportsnista, but I do know that the Mets are winning. And from what I was told, they're going to the World Series for the first time in 15 years. That's big. And I'm not conflicted. All I'm saying is that if Kansas City beats Toronto, then it'll be Kansas City versus the Mets. Do I have that right? Yeah. Well, I have a very personal relationship with the Royals because I threw out the first pitch this summer at... So may the best team win. Yeah. Anyway, a lot of you, on a more serious note, have been asking me on update about our son, young Kevin. And you know, I was telling you that he caught a bad one with that synthetic marijuana. And I had no idea that a lot of you are going through that as well. And then all of a sudden, all these commercials are on TV talking about the synthetic marijuana. And now in New York State, it was just announced on the news maybe 4 days ago that they are banning synthetic marijuana in New York State. And you want to know what we did with young Kevin to bring him back to 100%, because he's a sophomore in high school, he's taking his driver's ed, he's back to talking smack. And he, like, you know, but what we did, we took a very aggressive alternative method to get him well. We took him to Honduras. Yeah, to a big place. It's called Usha. And so, yes, you know Usha, yes. And so thank you for asking, and thank you for thinking of our son. And if you want more information about the dangers of synthetic marijuana and where to go for help, go to wendyshow.com. So by now you've heard that Chloe and Lamar have called off their divorce. Which means that Lamar is well enough to sign the call-off Asian papers. But if you, to me, like, no. On a side note, to me, if you've been married long enough, you know how to forge his signature. Or hers. Anyway, so they've called off their divorce. Well, that's great. Okay, so they've been married for 5 years.
Yeah.
And the divorce was officially on. The only reason why it didn't get officialized over the summer is because the court system in LA is so backed up with other things that they made Chloe and Lamar wait. But they both signed, and the violation was in. And as we know, she's been getting it in with, you know, dating around and having a good time. And I'm not saying that in a bad way. I'm saying that in a way, like, what else do you do once you get a divorce? You're not gonna sit around and mope all day. Okay, until I hear from Liza Morales, who's the mother of Lamar's 2 children, who are both teenagers and they live in the Bronx, I smell a Kardashian plotation. And you all can throw tomatoes and say what you want, you always do, I don't care. And I read my Facebook, I'm just like, really, you saps? They're like, oh, Chloe is the true ride or die chick. Oh, Chloe is a real woman. Chloe is more woman than I could ever be. You know, you guys are typing out on the thing. Hello, I smell. Anyway, later in Hot Topics, the 2 women who found Lamar, at the Love Bunny Ranch. Well, they've broken their silence, and Rob Shooter is here, and he's gonna break down all the details. But in conclusion, I mean, you know, honestly, you all, as soon as it was announced that Lamar is out and talking and whatnot, I said something to myself, but I was scared to say it because I didn't want to stand alone in my opinion, although I do a lot. Clap if you smell a rat. Well, why didn't you say something? You were scared too, right? All right, well, now we're all together. Rat smelling. Okay. So, guess who's replacing Howard Stern on America's Got Talent? The only man qualified for the job, Simon Cowell, exactly. Yes. Simon's company is one of the co-producers of America's Got Talent, which maybe you didn't know that, but yes, so Simon's a boss behind the scenes, and now he's gonna replace Howard, and I feel that's perfect because, you know, quite frankly, and I like Mel B, and I love Howie Mandel, and I like Heidi Klum, excuse me. 45 minutes in, so I'm rushing, eating my food at the same time, getting my makeup and hair done. I'm swallowing air, so I apologize. But, so look. So I feel like the person who needs to be in the Howard seat needs to be a say it like you mean it person. And who better does it than Simon? No. Thank you. I'm busy. The funny thing is that America's Got Talent doesn't have one American on the entire panel. Howie's from Canada, Heidi's from Germany, Mel B English, and Simon English. America, what has happened? What has happened? Anyway, it's a cute show, and congratulations to Simon. I think they picked the best person. Yeah. For the 3rd week in a row, I missed Empire. I'm like pissed at myself. I know. The boy got kidnapped, I know. Okay? But what had happened was, like my brother came over and then we're sitting and talking and like an hour and a half goes by and I'm like, look, you gotta go because I need to get myself together and in my robe in time for Empire. And then I saw my parents called me and I hadn't talked to them in a few days and you know, I like to speak to my parents. So I called them up, but I called them up at 8:45. Cause I said they've got 14 minutes of conversation. By now I was out of the shower and everything was good and my natural hair was up in my usual top knot. I sleep in a top knot. And I'm on the phone with them, but then the conversation gets juicy because you know, they double team me on the speakerphone. So now daddy's talking and then mommy's talking and then they're talking together and I'm looking at the clock, but then all of a sudden the conversation got interesting, which sometimes you speak to your parents and a lot of times, and I know I'm not the only one, it becomes like this. Yes. You, it becomes, yes, you guys told me that story before. Okay, yeah, no, you told me that story before. No, and they tell, you know, but then all of a sudden it got interesting. It's 10:15. I'm finally hanging up in time for 45 minutes of the 10 o'clock. I missed Empire, so I was not there last night for the third week in a row. Damn it, man. And I don't have that D. Sorry. Anyway, but congratulations to Chris Rock. It's official. You guys know. Now, what you don't understand, or maybe you do, you're looking at a 50-year-old man here. Wow. He looks young, right? Yes. No, black does crack. I've seen cracked black. But that black doesn't crack. That's good, that's good. Anyway, so Chris is hosting the Oscars. After he hosted it for the first time 10 years ago, and now he's hosting for 2016. So terrific, great. Problem with the Oscars is, you know, they got a lot of flack last year, and they get a lot of flack almost every year because a lot of, you know, black stuff is overlooked, and then people get up in arms because of lack of diversity at the Oscars. Well, by having Chris host, that means they're trying to throw us off the trail. Because I bet you there'll still be lack of diversity in the winning, but they can say, but Chris Rock hosted. And here's another thing, and I learned this morning. Do you know that the president of the Academy is a black woman? No. There she is. That's Cheryl Boone Isaacs. Well, Chris is very funny. Chris is very diverse. And I'm sure he will do another wonderful job. So congratulations. Hey. By the way, on a side note, I wonder whatever happened with Chris Rock and Malak Rock Compton's divorce. Well, they're divorcing, and we haven't heard anything about it in a while. At first, we heard they were divorcing. Then we heard it got functified. Now we're hearing nothing, so maybe it just was amicable and everyone went their own separate, I don't know. Anyway, let's move on. Beyonce? I can't wait to read this unauthorized biography about you. Yes, that's the cover, and it hits shelves in bookstores next week. Now, to me, here's why it's going to be juicy. Because it's being written by J. Randy Tamborelli. Now, if you know, or Tamborelli, tambourine. Look, Jay Randy has been writing unauthorized books about celebrities for decades. He is a legend in the unauthorized digging up the dirt column. And so the idea that he's the one writing this book is juicy. A couple of the highlights from the book include, they say someone on Rihanna's team allegedly made up the Jay-Z and Rihanna hookup to boost Rihanna's career. Well, Jay, I don't believe that. I believe there could have a hookation. Anyway, but they say that was all made up and that then it went to Beyonce's head and Beyonce got pissed about it, and allegedly the night of the elevator attack, it was sparked because Jay-Z wanted to go to Rihanna's after party after the Met Gala and Beyonce didn't want to go, and then Solange went ham on Jay-Z. This book should be an interesting read. Can you read it for me? Better yet, can you read it to me?
512 pages.
Anyway, look, everybody, on a side note, Beyonce was caught snapping a stop at her stylist on the red carpet. Did you see that? Okay, so the stylist is fussing and just messing around. Do we have it? Roll it.
Right here, queen. Right here, queen.
There we go. Be this way.
Right here, queen. Right here, queen.
There we go. Be this way.
I can identify to a certain extent. Well, watch what happens during commercials. No, Memsor comes out and he'll be fussing and stuff, but if my boob was hanging out, I would definitely want him to, tuck me back in. Anyway, everyone, so we have the inside scoop, and now it is time. Hit it! Okay. Here, with the shocking details. If you want to hear, you have to hear. Here with the shocking details of what really went down at the brothel with Lamar when he was found. From Naughty Gossip, please say hello to our friend Rob Shooter. Okay, Rob.
Hey, Wendy. How are you?
Good, Rob. All right, let's get into it. Okay, so reportedly foul play was done at the Love Ranch.
Yeah, let's
you think?
break this one down. So Dennis Hoff, he's the owner of the Love Ranch. He is saying he has no evidence of any foul play. However, he's very, very suspicious of the two ladies that spent time with Lamar at that Love Ranch. Their names are Monica Monroe and Miss Ryder Cherry. I'm not sure if that's their real names, I'm guessing it is. So what he's saying is that we all know the police have confirmed that cocaine was found in his system. Now there are reports out there that Lamar was actually speed balling. What that is taking a combination of cocaine and heroin.
Yes.
Not good. So the ladies have been pretty quiet about this. Miss Monroe has, Miss Cherry has. This is making
They look like speedballs.
This is making Dennis, the owner of the place, very, very suspicious. He wants us all to know that he runs a fine establishment and won't tolerate any of this. He's changing his tune a little bit, because when he was on your show, he was adamant that nothing bad happened. Now he's saying he has a few suspicions.
Dennis, not for nothing, when I was speaking with you, I had suspicions, but I just let you speak.
So there are going to be some consequences of this, though. So for the ladies, what happened, Lamar spent $75,000 at the brothel. $75,000.
For both of the girls.
Well, what's interesting about this, the house gets 50%. So the brothel gets $35,000. The girls split the other $35,000. That's $19,000 each. He will not give them the money until they start talking about what happened at this ranch. There's also reports, too, that they might have even supplied some of the drugs. Both girls are saying this is absolutely not true. Miss Monroe, no relation to Marilyn Monroe. Miss Monroe is saying that she did nothing wrong. In fact, she saved the day. She saved his life. The other lady is giving us some very, very unusual information. She said that for that $75,000, neither lady had sex with him, and he didn't touch them, he didn't kiss them. Strange. However, when she found him unconscious, rather than give mouth to mouth, she put ice on his genitals, which didn't
That's what I don't understand. So they said they didn't have sex with him, but he took 10 of those,
herbal Viagras and maybe even more explicit drugs than that. So that's what's going on there. Now, it gets even more juicy,
Okay,
everybody.
wait. First, did both girls get fired?
They are no longer at the ranch.
Okay. Now, the girl with the cheetah shirt, she's got a sketchy past. Talk about
so this is Miss Monroe here. Miss Monroe actually claims to be in the Witness Protection Program. So she's hiding out at the brothel. Pretty strange stuff going on here. The reason she's doing that is she claims that her ex-boyfriend was shot dead and people drove past her mom's house and shot up the house. So just for her own life, for her own safety, she's hiding out at the brothel, is what she claims.
No, that's a great place to hide out, and then you change your name to Monroe.
That's right. So I don't know if the police in Nevada put you there when they're trying to hide you, but however, that's claims where she is at the brothel. So that's what's going on with her.
Okay, here's the story. Are we going to see any of this play out on Keeping Up with the Car?
It's a great question. So whoever thought would ever see Lamar ever on that show again? If you remember, he got a phone call at the brothel by a friend saying that he was on an episode and he was not portrayed very favourably. And people say this might have actually contributed to his downward spiral. Now, the show is meant to start filming in November. Chris is figuring out what to do, and sources are telling naughty gossip.
Listen to what Rob says.
That might be put on hold, and instead they might do a special on Lamar's recovery. And get this. And the big payoff will be Chloe and Lamar renewing their vows.
Rob, thank you for saying everything that's been in my head. For more great stories like this, follow Rob, everybody, and we've got more great show for you. Thank you. Rapper Ja Rule and his wife Aisha Rule are here. They've got a new reality show. It's so cute. It's called Follow the Rules. But up next, don't miss a special Throwback Thursday edition of Celebrity Fan Out. Don't go far.
We're whooping it up on a new Wendy with Whoopi Goldberg.
Her new book, The View Drama, and her daughter Alex is joining us too.
Plus, don't scare away your Halloween party guests. DIY Halloween decorations you can actually do. Boo.
Tomorrow on an all-new Wendy.
Welcome back. It's time for Celebrity Fan Out. This is the Throwback Thursday edition. I love Fan Out. Let's get started. Stacey P is up first, and Stacey watches our show on WHBQ in Memphis, Tennessee. Stacey says, hey, Wendy, how you doing? My throwback celebrity moment was with the Jackson 5. This is fantastic. Michael looks like he's ready to leave. She says, they toured in my hometown years ago, and my father, a detective with the Memphis Police Department, made sure that his baby girl got backstage. I was so excited. I about peed in my pants. And Wendy, look, they all have their original faces. Thank you, Stacey. Our next celebrity fan out comes from Jamie C., who watches The Wendy Show on WAVY in Newport News, Virginia. Jamie says, how you doing, Wendy? Before he was super famous, I got to meet Jimmy Fallon. That's a good one, cute. This picture was taken after Saturday Night Live performance about 1 month after 9/11. Even though it was a dark time in America, the people of NYC, including Jimmy, were amazing. Yeah, that's a good one. Thanks, Steve. All right. Our next celebrity fan out comes from Mabel. That's a Throwback Thursday name, Mabel. Anyway, from Mabel, who watches the Wendy show on WNYW in Woodbridge, New Jersey. And yeah, Throwback Wednesday name, I should say. And Mabel says, how you doing, Wendy? I used to work at the NBC store in the 90s and got to meet Brad Pitt. It's good. She says, the NBC security guard knew that I had a huge crush on him, so when he was on the Today Show, I had a chance to take a picture with him. He was super cool about it. I loved him then, and I still love him today. Yeah, it's cute. He is a nice-looking man. And our final celebrity fan out comes from Efren A., who watches the Wendy show on BET in Cedar Grove, New Jersey. Efren says, hey, Wendy, how you doing? I went to an event in New Jersey in the late 90s and happened to meet radio superstar Wendy Williams. He says, Wendy, your radio career was on fire, and as you can see by the expression on my face, I was so excited to meet you. Congratulations on all your success. Thank you, Efren. If you've ever had an encounter with a celebrity, sharing is what we love here. Go to wendyshow.com. Up next, the rapper Ja Rule and his lovely wife, Aisha, are here. Our first guest is a hip-hop artist. He's sold millions of records worldwide, and now this rapper turned family man is showing off his softer side in a brand new reality show. It's so cute. It's called Follow the Rules. Take a look.
It's me, Ja Rule. I'm a new wave parent, and I have a new way of thinking. Make it rain on me, make it rain on me, make it rain.
I don't know Ja Rule. That's my dad.
Y'all ready?
Who had these damn men? Where the hell did these come from?
It's mine.
Jeffrey, really?
That's my size, isn't it?
It's your size?
Yes, this is my boyfriend.
Hold on now. Are you trying to get killed in my house?
Please welcome Ja Rule and his wife, Aisha. But we've known each other long enough. We can look into one another's eyes.
Oh. I'm sorry. So are you insinuating I should take off my shades?
Did you say something?
I did.
Yes.
I did.
Yes. There you go.
That was my extra intro. You know, I had 2 intros, glasses and
Yes. I can't believe that you're 40.
Yes. Well, not yet.
Almost.
39.
You're 39. No, because he still looks so buoyant.
Yeah.
You look
Thank you.
Yeah.
I seen you just talking about Chris Rock, you know.
Yeah, he's boyish
That's
also.
right. I love that.
So
yeah.
I got a sneak peek of one of the episodes of you all's show. It was the one where you all's moms were one of your moms. Now, Mrs. Rule is in the pink.
Yes.
And your mom is in the black. And they were learning how to, one was teaching the other one how to drive.
And neither one of them know how to drive.
What a cute show it is, though. What made you guys do reality?
Well, for me, it was a natural progression from what I was doing. I was, toying around with doing a sitcom, family-type sitcom show, and it was, being offered some stuff like that. And I was like, what better to do it than with my family? And I got a whole house full of actors, right?
Yeah. Very nice.
They like to act crazy, so I figured it'd be a better thing to just showcase my family and
in
have
reality.
some fun with it, yeah.
But a lot of people say that, when rappers do reality shows, it makes them soft. Now, I don't think it made Rev Run, although he's not rapping anymore, and I think that T.I.'s family's a good look, and I think that your family's an even better look.
Thank you.
And are you still making music?
Yes, absolutely.
Do people tease you about going soft? Because you're...
Who gonna tease me, man?
I think that's hilarious about the going soft thing, though.
Yeah, you know what?
I mean, he's been a dad for 20 years.
Exactly.
Our daughter's 20 years old. So
it's about time I go soft.
He's been soft at home all the time.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes. Well, it's nice to see. So these two, you guys were high school sweethearts.
Yeah.
And...
Look at y'all. Y'all better stop. Oh, God, no.
And so from high school now, so you all have been together through thick and through thin.
Yeah.
From prison, how long were you in prison?
2 years.
2 years.
2 years. How did you handle the household, Aisha?
Well, first of all, I was devastated, you know, because I'm used to having him there with me. He's the rock, the head of the household. And, you know, I had to keep it together for moms and for my children. And it was hard in the beginning, but then I just pulled myself together and I just did what I had to do.
She did her thing. She did her thing.
This is Aisha's first time being on a talk show, and I have to ask you, you know, how about the allegations of your husband and that video vixen person?
Child, please. She ain't even up for discussion.
Okay, not even up.
Moving on.
Perfect. So they have 3 children. Brittany is 20, and she's in college, and she's very smart.
Yes.
Yeah,
then there's a young Jeffrey who's 15, and then Jordan is 12 years old.
Yes.
So when you got out of prison, how did that change you as a father?
Well, you know, it made me closer to the family. You know, when you are in this business, you know, we work hard, Wendy. We move around. We do great financially for the family, but sometimes that body is missing. You know?
Right.
And I didn't really realize that until I was away and couldn't be with the family. Now it's a different thing, love, versus I'm going away for the weekend, I got to work, I got to do this, and I can come back home. When you can't come back home, you realize that that body is missing. You know what I mean? You can give the money, you can, you know, do those things, but kids need their fathers and their mothers in the household. And it was tough.
Yeah. And remind people quickly, because I don't even remember, what were you in for?
Gun possession.
Okay.
And taxes.
Taxes. Okay. Okay. Aisha, I'm not giving you the business. You know, I'm just trying to do my job, but not like I used to do my job.
Wendy.
Aisha, it's being said that Brittany handled your husband going away the hardest.
She did.
She did.
Well, she's the oldest. Yeah.
She got she hated to visit him there, seeing him like that, because she's used to him, you know, being a boss. And he's the one telling everybody what to do and where to go, you know, like his staff.
Yeah.
And, you know, in prison, they're like, no, you got to go stand over that line, and you got to do this, and you got to do that. And it was just, like, she got physically ill, like throwing up and sick, and she couldn't take it. Yeah.
Do they ever hold your past against you? Like when you try to discipline them as a dad, they you know, twirl their necks and say, well, at least I wasn't in...
I get it sometimes. You know, my son, he tries me. Yeah, he tries. He's like, Dad, well, you got your GED in prison. You acting like... I'm like, boy, you don't do that.
So, like I said, you'll see it all play out, you know, on the reality show. Yeah. All right, so you got both moms living in the house with you.
Yeah.
Now, I think that both is better than one. Yeah. Because, no, here's why. Here's why. Because if you have one, then they're trying to run your household like they're the matriarchs.
No, these two are good.
If you got two together, then they occupy each other with their wine.
This is true too, but you know
they talk across their rooms are exactly across from each other,
right?
So they're sitting in their little recliners and they're like yelling across the room at each other. Girl, did you see this? And that's them.
It's
did
very
you take
cute.
Wendy?
Did you do that? I got to see. And did you see?
So it's not tough living under one roof. You just have more help than ever.
We have enough space
where
we can just
kicking
escape.
them out soon.
Yeah, well, they're going this year.
No, we joking. Y'all can stay as long as you want.
So, musically speaking, are you still with Murder Inc? I mean, is that still your squad?
You know, me and Gotti that's my brother for life and partners. You know, so we're gonna bring back Murder Inc. And it's gonna be the Inc. None of that. It's Murder Inc.
Okay.
It's murder.
And we heard that you might be working with Ashanti.
Yeah, we're trying to put some stuff together.
You guys did make magic.
Yeah.
You know?
They did.
So again, the show is so cute. This is the Rule family, everybody.
Thank you.
Ja Rule, Aisha Rule. Their new show's called Follow the Rules. It premieres Monday night at 10 o'clock on MTV. Ask Wendy is next. Kick off Halloween week with a hot Monday. With so many juicy hot topics in 1 hour, it's scary. Plus, this year's hottest Halloween costumes. From kids to couples, ideas for every bod and squad. How you boy?
Monday on a new Wendy.
So we're back, and it's time for Ask Wendy. How you doing?
Hi, Wendy. My name is Gabrielle. How you doing?
How can I help, Gabrielle?
So I've been with my boyfriend for about a year. We also work together. He's brought up recently that we should move in when our leases are up this summer. I don't know if I'm ready for see you all day and see you all night type of thing. So I don't know what I should do.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Yeah.
Especially because you've only been with him for a year.
Yeah.
And he's your boyfriend. He's not your husband. He's not your baby's
Right.
father.
Oh, no.
I would suggest renewing the lease for until the following summer, the summer of 2017.
Okay.
You know,
All right.
I mean, I vote for living together, but just not living together and working together. And you've only been with him for a year.
Right.
And you said about a year.
About a year.
What is that? 9 months?
Like a little over a year.
Okay. Yeah. No. Too soon.
Too soon.
Yeah. Too
Okay,
soon.
yeah.
All right. Thank you, Gabrielle. How you doing?
Hi, Wendy. My name is Karina. How you doing?
Good, Karina. How can I help?
Okay, so my boyfriend and I just had a threesome for his birthday last month. Yes, I know. The problem is I might have enjoyed it a little bit more than he has. And I want to do it again with the same girls.
Well, see, this is the problem with threesomes. The problem is that somebody sometimes likes it more than the other and then ends up walking behind the other person's back. Now, how old are you, hon?
28.
Yes. And how long have you been with your boyfriend?
2 years.
And whose idea was it about the threesome initially?
His.
Okay. And now...
Hey!
Wait. Now, I want to be very adult about this, and I need details.
Right.
Okay. We're going in.
Not going rated R, right?
You're not going rated R. Here's what So while you were with her, was he sitting on his iPhone in the corner? Or, I mean, what do you mean he wasn't into it?
Oh, he was into it.
But you said you were into it more than him.
Because that was my first time.
Okay. Oh, but he's done this before.
Yes.
Yes. Is he older than you?
Yes.
How much older?
He's 32.
Okay, he's 32.
Yes.
Now, you don't have children together.
No.
And are you a lesbian?
No.
Just
No,
asking.
I'm not.
Just asking. So why don't you just discuss with him that you want to get back together with the same girl?
Because I want to know how I can ask him this without him feeling insecure about it.
Well, that would be called cheating, dear.
No.
Yes, it would. Yes. People, a lot of times people feel like just because you're with the same sex, it's not cheating. That would be cheating. So you want to cheat on your boyfriend?
No, not at all.
Okay, so then you will not be with her ever again.
No, he'll just join me.
Okay, then that's what he'll have to do. Very well. Good luck.
How you doing? So, my name is Lori, and I have a husband that when he's not working, sometimes he's a couch potato. I want to know, with our married friends, we go out a lot, and I find myself going out alone. I want to know how I get him to come out on a Saturday night and have some fun with our married friends.
Tell him that you miss him when you're out, and remind him he's so hot and sexy. You know what I'm saying? Rub your hands on his head. You know, maybe pull out his outfit and be like, and you look hot in this. You know, I'll even drive, honey. Maybe maybe you do the drive. You know, I mean, I get the whole couch potato
Sure, we can
thing.
take a taxi for all I care. None of us have to drive. Just come out, have fun,
Exactly.
have a few drinks, relax, you know?
Now, is this every weekend or?
He works a lot on the weekends, but he has personal days where he could take or whatever, and I would like him to come out with, you know, our friends, the married couples.
How often do you all go out?
Me and my friends, we pretty much go out I would say every other weekend. Even if it's not a weekend, we go out on weekdays and stuff like that.
Okay,
we go out.
So you go. I'm on the couch with her husband. Okay. But I'm
home too, but I go out.
Every other time you go out, maybe every other weekend, maybe he can come out with you and tell him how much you miss him and you miss his company.
Of course, I want him there. That's the whole entire point. Yeah.
All right, talk to him about it.
I will, darling.
All right.
Thank you.
Up next, we're gonna play Who's That? Don't go far.
We've got Wendy Bling just for you. T-shirts, Diva Fans, my favorite mug, and more. Go to wendyshow.com and click Shop Wendy. Are you shopping?
Welcome back. It's time to play Who's That? Let's meet our player. What's your name and where you from?
Hi, Wendy. I'm Lisa from Oakland, California. How are you doing?
Welcome to New York. Are you having a good time?
I'm having an amazing time. Thank you.
Perfect. Thank you, Lisa, for coming here. Okay, we're going to show you a scrambled photo of a celebrity, and what you have to do is guess who the celebrity is. Don't help Lisa, okay? All right, let's see the picture. Who's that?
Oh, my God.
I'll give you a hint.
Okay, please do.
He's an Oscar-winning actor who was recently at yet another one of his pop star wives' concerts.
Oh, my gosh, oh, my gosh, oh, my gosh. Sean Penn.
Yes! Oh, my God, you got it! You got it! Oh, my gosh, you're good. All right, that's your $100 gift card from our friends at Burlington. We'll be right back with eye candy. Rochester, New York is my eye candy of the day. This is our first time having family eye candy, but you all look fabulous. Hey, Mom.
Hi, Wendy. How you doing?
How y'all doing?
Just fine.
So who's with you?
Well, this is my daughter, Skylar, in her Beyonce dress.
Wait, what? Fabulous.
This is my daughter, Carrie, my graduate from Syracuse, and this is her graduation dress, actually.
I love that dress.
And that's my niece, Shaniqua, and her cape.
I love the cape.
My dress. I bought this just for you, for your show.
It's beautiful. Tell me about.
To impress?
Yes, and look, the shoes match perfectly.
Yeah, thank you.
So look, I have Diva Fans for all of you. My official How You Doing Diva Fans. Thank you all for being here, Gosney family. Give it up for the Gosney family, everybody. And we'll be right back. Listen, I had fun today, but I have to run. I do want to thank Ja Rule and Aisha Rule. Thank you, Rule family, for being here. Also, my friend Rob Shooter, thank you so much for the tea. And my co-host, my fantastic studio audience. They come from far and wide. Tomorrow on the show, we're going to be whooping it up with an old friend, Whoopi Goldberg, and her daughter, Alex Martin Dean, will be stopping by, the two of them together. And plus, tomorrow on the show, we're going to show you how to make some really fabulous, fun Halloween decor. I love you for watching today, and I'll see you next time on Wendy. Bye-bye.
Nice.